What up and welcome to the Beneath the Dirt podcast. I'm your host, Bone. Thank you for tuning in. Episode 109 up in here. Much love to everybody that's tuned in right now, whether you're on YouTube or your favorite podcasting app and all that good shit. Much love. It's much appreciated. And what a slow-ass week. Slow week. Barely any music came out. No news, really. This is one of the slowest weeks ever. And I didn't come up with like a top 10 list or anything like that. I was just banking on something happening. Nothing happened. So expect today, I'm expecting it to be a short show. Who knows how it'll end, but I'm predicting it'll be a short show. And I apologize in advance. But if we're going to have slow weeks like this, looks like I got to start getting some people on here and start having some discussions, shooting the shit, what have it. But let's get into some news that did go down. Very little news. We got Buckshot of the Underground Avengers, mob-style music. This dude's been relatively quiet, dropping new music. He was on fire at the beginning of the year. Took a little break like he said he was gonna. This isn't a song that's out right now. This is Buckshot Bleed featuring Twisted Insane, but he is teasing the single will be released. I fuck with Twisted Insane. I'll peep it. Cover art is dope. Grimy ass hand right there. Buckshot, Twisted Insane. I'm gonna peep that shit. And Buckshot has been pretty busy up on Twitter along with Kung Fu Vampire, teasing their collab album, Double Dragon, is going to be dropping sooner than we think. I'm definitely going to peep that. Boondocks and Buckshot's projects that they've done together have been pretty good. The Hell's Kitchen project, the Paradigm Shift was dope. I'm curious to see what they're going to be doing with this Double Dragon project, Kung Fu and Buckshot. Is it going to be Jack Beats? Is it going to be original production? I don't know. But Kung Fu Vampire, his last album, Come Dawn, that he put out last year, was one of my favorite albums of 2019. So I'll be peeping that shit for sure. And speaking of Boondocks, we got news on the Crimson Crow album. I was talking about it last week. It was, they were talking about it during NetFest, saying fall 2020. Now it's winter 2020, so they got a little less than 2 months to drop this. This might be a Christmas release. We all know Christmas does fall on a Friday this year, and that's the day music drops. So it could be a Christmas release, a little bit of speculation, but they are in fact saying winter 2020 Crimson Crow from Boondocks will be dropping. So that ends the little bit of speculation that I had last week, like where the fuck's this dude's album? Talking about fall 2020. Fall's damn near over at this point. Winter's about to start, but it's coming. And they got November and December to drop it in 2020. If not, I'm sure it's coming. He's obviously been in the studio. He's talked about it on Twitter, seen the pictures, whatnot. So Boondocks, Crimson Crow, coming sometime soon. And then we got Wrekonize. He dropped his brand new album, Pressure Point. Didn't get a chance to listen to it. I'm not a big fan of Wrekonize, Mayday, but it is strange music related. And I was just thinking about Mayday because today is the anniversary for Welcome to Strangeland, Tech Nine's Collabos album. I think it was the first one he did with just strange artists. And I think it was when Mayday first signed to the label. And they were on Noose and Retrogression. And I fucking love those songs. Probably the two best songs on that album, in my opinion. And it definitely got my curiosity piqued for Mayday from that collabs album. But once I peeped it, wasn't a huge fan. They definitely put on a live show. And I'm seeing people saying that this is album of the year for them. Wrekonize, Pressure Point. I might have to peep it out at some point. But I'm stay bumping that Ill Bill, La Bella Medusa. That shit's fire. Been bumping that all week. But Wrekonize Pressure Point is out right now. Strange music. And we got some Mr. Gray. We was talking about Mr. Gray last week. Clockwork posted up a picture of him with Mr. Gray. Well, Mr. Gray put up the pre-order information for his new album, Righteous Devil. No release date. No web store to buy the fucking album from. He just wants you to PayPal him some money. I remember when Calhoun did this with his last album. Can't remember what the name of the album's called, but I did find it on the distributor's website. Sorry, I think it was E1 that put Cut Calhoun's last album out. If you want the plug for that link, instead of directly PayPaling him money, hit me up. I'll send you the link for it. And it's cheaper than buying it from him directly. But I ain't saying this dude gonna rip anybody off, but just to fucking have people like put up a Bandcamp or something. You know, I think Bandcamp is free to run. They probably take a fee when you sell shit, but put up a Bandcamp or something. A lot of people are going through that Bandcamp, way of doing things. So I'm not a big fan of just PayPaling Mark in the Hatch at gmail.com $25 or $15 for a CD. You know, not saying he's going to rip anybody off, but it's just, come on, set up a Bandcamp or something. I don't like this, just PayPal me money and I'll send you some shit. Unless you buying from somebody. I mean, I guess that's what this is, but as an artist, not a good look, if you ask me. Oh, maybe, am I being picky or not? I don't think I am. Like I said, set up a fucking Bandcamp, Big Cartel or something. Big Cartel is free as well. You know? PayPal me money and I'll send you a CD. No. I'm good, fam. Man, fucking news is slow. We're already pretty much damn near fucking done. Where are we at recording with this shit? 8 minutes in? And we already 3/4 of the way done covering everything that happened this week? Slow as fuck, man. I gotta get gas. If it's just gonna be slow like this, I gotta get gas. I gotta get fucking the homies back up on here shooting some shit. But we got Mad Child. He dropped the Silver Surfer single last week off his Little Monster EP, which is more like an album. It's like 11, 12 songs. But he dropped his new single, Narcos, produced by Dark Rider, I think. Some shit like that. The single he put out with, the Silver Surfer single he put out last week that was produced by Sealance was fire. That's the kind of production I want to hear Mad Child on. This right here, this ain't it. It's like some kind of trappy kind of sounding beat. And this is not the kind of sound I want to hear from Mad Child. He's doing the double time raps. I miss Swollen Members, man. I really do. They haven't put out an album since 2014, I think. Brand New Day. And I just miss Swollen Members, man. Like the Bad Dreams, Balance Days. Shit, Black Magic was fire. Daggermouth was super dope. I miss Swollen Members. Rob the Vikings doing some mixing on this album, EP, whatever the fuck. But this single, Narcos, ain't it. I peeped it before, as I was setting up the show, pre-production. I wasn't vibing out to it. I like the Silver Surfer single better. I like him when he's on that, more of a boom bap type shit. Sealance, he should just have Sealance produce a whole album for him. That would be fire. Get Sealance and Mad Child and an album together, doing the whole shit. That'd be dope. But, and Mad Child, he posted up on social medias fucking stacks upon stacks of CDs. I should have got a picture of it. But looks like the hard copies are already in for the Little Monster EP. And he's working on getting, he's DIY. He's doing it himself. Like I said, I don't think he's with Suburban Noise anymore, even though they said he was signed to the label. But I'm looking at the picture right now. He's got boxes and just stacks of fucking CDs. Probably 1,000 in that picture right there. So it looks like he's doing it, doing it his self, grinding. I can respect that. He's got an official web store set up, so that's a good look. Just basic shit we're asking out here. Set up a fucking web store. Mad Child did. Pre-orders are up for that shit. The Little Monster EP. Shout out to Mad Child. Hope he's staying clear-headed and all that good shit. A big fucking Swollen Members fan. Been bumping Swollen Members for 20 years. Damn near, if not more. Let's see what else we got. ICP. Last week, they revealed the 5th Joker's card of the second deck. Yum Yum Flower. They put out the high-res picture of it, so I figured I'd talk about it real quick. Still, my personal favorite looking Joker's card of the second deck, easily. And I said on last week's show that Shaggy 2 Dope did the drawings because I just thought he did all the Joker's cards. I should have looked at the Fearless Fred Fury book to see if he did that one. But it was confirmed by Tom Wood, who's done a lot of artwork for ICP, that he drew this, and that Shaggy just did the little seedlings that are coming out of the vase. The seeds of Yum Yum, if you will. So shout out to Tom Wood for fucking killing this design. Shaggy with the seeds of Yum Yum coming out of the vase. I love the way this thing looks, man. The pink and green is super dope. And, I tried bumping the singles again. Mr. Nothing Man or whatever the fuck. And Ding Ding Doll still ain't it. Not for me. But I'll hold out a little bit of hope that the music on the actual album, Yum Yum Bedlam, will be good. But this is super dope. And another thing I want to bring up, I kind of brought it up at the last second on the outro last week. ICP, during their Hollow Wicked, was talking about doing Big Ballers, a month-long stream in December, similar to what they did for Hollow Wicked. I'm all for that. The Hollow Wicked streams were super dope. I'd like to see what kind of ideas they would come up with for Big Ballers and doing that. So I'll be looking forward to that. If they ask for another $66.50, I'll probably drop it just because I thought the other one was definitely worth the money. I was watching the Shaggy and the Creep Show, their podcast, Shaggy and Keegan, which is a pretty fucking entertaining show. I'm actually becoming a regular listener of that shit. I usually don't hype other people's podcasts on here because I'm a podcast and I don't really like plugging other people's shit, but their podcast is fucking entertaining. Somebody did ask about the gift bags for Hollow Wicked, when they will be sent out. Shaggy 2 Dope has no fucking idea. That gives me great hope that we will actually receive our shit or not. There's still people that never received a Gloomy fucking Sunday CD, amongst other things. Although I did order a Carnival of Carnage shirt from the Psychopathic merch store, not the Psychopathic Vault. I got the shit in like 5 days, super quick. So I haven't had a problem with ordering anything ICP since they switched to the Psychopathic merch store and got away from Hatchet Gear and all that. Haven't had a problem as of yet. So, knock on wood that I get my gift bag for the Hollow Wicked thing. And, get my fresh ass little Supreme Juggalo coin, if you will. And let's get into the fucking main news of the week. Ouija Macc, the little fucking psychopathic gremlin, my own little nickname that I give him. He dropped his highly anticipated third album, Wasteland, is finally out. It's out on all DSPs, Spotify, iTunes, all that shit. You can get hard copies from them. Goddamn post office fucking up my shipments yet again. I have yet to receive the shipment. Was supposed to get it on Friday. Shit just says arriving late in transit. So shout out to the Postal Service for fucking not doing their job yet again. Yet you complain, you might go out of business. Well, if you did your fucking job, you wouldn't be going out of business. But I digress from the Postal Service. Ouija Macc Wasteland, entirely produced by Devereaux. This album, 17 songs, 59 minutes, is fucking fire. Goddamn, this dude did not let down or disappoint with Wasteland. This dude's been busy as shit all 2020. We got Resistance 2 Hell's Hollow tape, the Pretty Ugly mixtape, the Zodiac EP, and now Wasteland. 4 projects in 1 calendar year. I don't even think he hyped it up like that, but he did it, and it's all Hell's Hollow tape. I'll still say is my favorite release from him, but goddamn, Wasteland is really good. Give me a few more spins of this shit, and I might change my mind. You got tracks on here like Jack Shit, which was one of the singles that he released for the album. Fucking fire. I love the video to that song too. It's super creepy. One of my favorite videos that he's done yet. So that track's dope. My favorite song on here, early favorite, is probably Fee Fi Fo Fum with Roz Dilliams. Not a huge Roz Dilliams fan, and I only say that because I just don't listen to his music. I've only heard his features on Ouija shit, but damn, Roz Dilliams kills his feature on here. Ouija kills the track. Love the hook on here. Daily Death. It's like a game show where Ouija Macc just kills himself every single day. Fucking dope. And you could tell this dude really took his time with this project. And although Resistance 2 and Pretty Ugly and Zodiac, it's all original music, but this sounds like an album. Like the hooks, the concepts, all that. Like this is an album. And those other ones, I was calling them shits albums because it's all original music, but I know they're mixtapes. But you could tell dude took his time on this, coming up with all the ideas, the hooks, really well put together. The track with Ritz, When the Lights Out, it's fucking fire. Shout out to Ritz, shout out Juggalos, Juggalettes, Whoop Whoops, and all that shit. Fire verse from Ritz. The only 2 features on here are Roz Dilliam and Ritz. I will say I was kind of disappointed by no features from ICP. I know the track list has been out since he put up the pre-orders, probably at least a month ago. I'm still disappointed in no features from ICP. Is what it is because it's still a fire album. Hatchet Mode is another dope track. Juggalo, Running Shit, Yeah, Critical Meltdown, Inquisition, Dead Homies, super dope, very relatable. This dude killed it with Wasteland. Devereaux, just like his production just keeps getting better and better. There's a track on here, I can't remember what it was, but the beat switch up on it is fucking fire. I can't remember the name of the song. I did a whole shitload of yard work today for like 4 hours. I bumped this like 3 times, just back to back. Fire. Love this album. Shout out to Ouija for absolutely killing it with Wasteland. Devereaux on the production. And I'm seeing people are receiving their copies, and it is, in fact, in a jewel case. Thank you for putting this shit in a jewel case. The albums should definitely be in a jewel case. The mixtapes, I've always complained about the cardboard sleeves. Maybe do digipacks for it. I'll still say it. But aside from that, shout out to the ill merch drops from Ouija Macc. This dude's fucking killing it. I know technically ICP did say that he is the only artist signed to Psychopathic, even though he put this out independently. This dude, Psychopathic related artist, the best they got out of him and Hoodoo, because Light ain't part of it, and I'd say even better than ICP at this point. To be fucking completely honest, the music he's putting out, and the rate that he's putting it out is just murderous, killing it, love it. Shout out to Ouija Macc, and this dude put it out, hit the iTunes charts at number 2 on the alternative charts. He put out Hell's Hollow Tape 2 in the alternative genre as well. But this dude hit number 2 only behind Olafur Arnold's. I don't know who the fuck that is. But he's just a little bit more popular than Ouija Macc, I guess. Ouija Macc above Machine Gun Kelly. I think he put that album a couple weeks back. But Wasteland, number 2 on the alternative iTunes charts. Very dope. This dude's, it seems like he's getting bigger and bigger with every release. Better and better with every release. I'm here for it. I'm fully on the Ouija Macc train. And it's just super dope. And it's super dope to see Devereaux making the moves that he's making. ICP talking about getting him in the studio, working on shit. I know Devereaux's got stuff on the Yum Yum Bedlam album. Yum Yum Flower is the Joker's card. Easily the best looking Joker's card of the second deck. And that wraps it up for news this week. But I did post up on social media today because I knew it was a slow news week. And I posted up on Twitter. Anything you want me to discuss or address on this week's podcast, let me know, and I'll talk about it. And I did get a few people commenting, wanting me to talk about shit. So let's talk about some shit and see what they want to talk about. We'll start off with Twitter. And at JesterBeats_. He says, why haven't we had a versus with Twisted and ICP? That's easy. Twisted and ICP would never agree to do that shit. I've thought about doing some kind of versus thing on my channel, but with the copyright strikes on YouTube and all that shit, it would just make it an entire pain in the ass, to be completely honest. But I thought about doing some kind of ICP and Twisted versus. I think it would be dope. I think Twisted would put up a way bigger of a fight than people would think against ICP 100%. They have a lot of classic music, as does ICP. But I think Twisted would put up a better fight than people would anticipate. 20 tracks from ICP, 20 tracks from Twisted. You got that whole first deck. Just pretty much flawless music that they did in the 90s, ICP. But don't underestimate Twisted. You got Most Tasteless, Freak Show, Green Book, fucking Abominations, Mirror Mirror. Even the newer shit that they've done on M&E is pretty good, but I would stick to the psychopathic shit that they did. And you can't forget like the Halloween singles, stuff like that. An ICP Twisted versus would be entertaining as fuck. But why hasn't it happened? ICP and Twisted would never agree to that shit. It would take somebody like me or, somebody else with a platform like mine to do it on their own. Get 2 people to pick their 20 favorite ICP and Twisted songs and just battle it out on YouTube or Twitch or whatever. But that's why we ain't get it, because they would never agree to do that shit. New music last week from Busta Rhymes, from Kilimanjaro. Yeah, I know Busta Rhymes dropped an album. I was gonna talk about it, but I listened to it and I didn't like it. I got like 5 songs in before I turned it off. To be 100% honest, I see a lot of love for the album, but I couldn't get past the first few songs. And I really just wanted to get back to that Ill Bill, La Bella Medusa. Been bumping the shit out of that album a whole lot. All right, and then we got from at Reficules. I don't know if I'm saying that right. How about foreign rappers? I can wholeheartedly suggest the Danish rap group Suspect or LOC. Foreign rappers, hey, do your fucking thing, right? But when it's in another language and I can't understand what you're saying, that's where you lose me. Stupid American, yeah, that's I know American hip hop is huge in like Japan and Europe. And people that don't even speak English will learn the lyrics to songs. But me, big stupid American, my brain can't handle another language. But shout out to, foreign rappers out there doing it. Can't fucking knock the hustle at all. All right, let's go to Instagram. See if anybody commented on there. We got how Ouija gonna carry the torch from ICP. Hey, I was just talking about it. Ouija, is that a hot take right now? Ouija putting out better music than ICP. We don't have a lot of music to judge from ICP. Really, the only shit that they've put out in the last 5 years is Fearless Fred Fury. Ouija Macc been on Psychopathic since 2018 and dropped like 11 projects or some shit like that. He has a way bigger body of work in the last few years. And if you go back even further, he had all that swag tooth shit as well, which I was a fan of. So how Ouija Macc going to carry the torch from ICP? Shit, if Psychopathic, if he sticks with Psychopathic and ICP stops doing what they're doing at any point, I could definitely see him carrying the torch. To me, he has the appeal, he has the sound, the look, all that shit. We got that RJ Payne is fire. Haven't heard it. I'm aware of who RJ Payne is. Dude is definitely dope. I thought he was signed to Black Soprano Family at one point. I could have swore Benny the Butcher signed RJ Payne. Whatever happened to that, I don't know, but I think he had a Leatherface project, something like that. I can't remember. I did bump a few tracks off that. It was requested back on the Wicked Shit Wednesdays when I was doing that. But I remember bumping that shit during those Wicked Shit Wednesdays. Dude was dope. Dude could definitely rap his ass off. And that was from Mr. Sinister _666 on Instagram. We got from the Straight Edge Juggalo on Instagram. People not getting their Blaze pre-orders. All right, let's talk about this for a second, because this is something that went completely under my radar. Anytime I've ever ordered anything from Magic Ninja, I've never had a problem from Magic Ninja. Knock on wood yet again. No problems. But I'm seeing Magic Ninja fucking up pretty big time the a la Zulilu Mausoleum pre-orders. A lot of people didn't get their shits till way after. With the masks, I know Tom Martino, who does the a la Zulilu masks, was busting his ass overtime to get those masks made. So maybe not full fault of MNE, but I know that they're slacking on getting a lot of people shit out in a timely fashion. I don't know if it's staff cuts or what, but come on, you got to get them pre-orders out, especially with the albums. I didn't know people were not getting their Blaze pre-orders. I think I saw Echo Side Fiend talking about he ordered, I think, an a la Zulilu shirt. A la Zulilu. I don't know if I said that right or wrong the first time, but he ordered a shirt, doesn't matter who it is, while he pre-ordered somebody's album. I think it was the Blaze album he was talking about. And he still hasn't received his shit. And then I saw DC Fago guy up on his channel received 2 fucking Blaze CDs. He only ordered 1, so it seems a little, maybe a little unorganized confusion over there at Magic Ninja right now with in their warehouse and whatnot. People not getting their shit. Like I said, I've never personally had a problem getting my stuff from Magic Ninja, but that's not good. People got to get their shit. I've always been a fucking huge huge, I don't know what the fuck the word is, but I've always said my piece when it comes to people not sending shit out in a timely fashion. You know, it is Corona. Staff could be limited because of it. And we can't forget the post office, too. Fucking blows big time right now. My Ouija Macc CD was supposed to be here on Friday, and it ain't just a Ouija Macc CD. I order shit all the time, and shit is constantly late. Shit saying it's been delivered, and then I don't get it for another 2 days, or it's been delivered, and I never fucking get it at all. So it could be a whole lot of factors because of what's going on right now. But if it is on Magic Ninjas, and you gotta step your shit up, bro, and make sure people get their pre-orders. It's kind of fucked up. The homie Jiggles. Shout out to the homie Jiggles. Dude's like a day one podcast listener. Shout out to him. He comments, why Ouija got to charge 20 plus shipping for his CD? This ain't 95, bro. I agree and disagree. I agree because, damn, $20 for a fucking CD is steep. I miss paying $8.99, $9.99 going to Newberry Comics when Newberry Comics carried a lot of fucking CDs. So, but this seems to be the new trend with CDs, and I would expect everybody to be going in this direction at some point because less people are buying CDs right now. Is what it is. CDs are becoming more extinct as the day goes by. I fucking hate it. Y'all know I'm a huge CD collector. I got my fucking CD cases right over there off to the side. Used to have them in the background, but I upgraded, so I had to put them on the other wall. But $20 for a CD, I get it. I feel your pain. Griselda does it. Ouija's doing it. A lot of underground dudes are doing it, and it's probably to make up for the money they spent making that album. You got to figure, not only do they have to recoup their money on pressing those CDs, which isn't a lot if you order a lot, but studio time, production costs, and all that shit, and just your time in general. Like, you got to get paid for your time. So yeah, 20 plus shipping for a CD, it sucks, but I support, and when I support, I'll buy the shit. I don't mind dropping $20. Like I said, it's becoming the norm. Is what it is. And if it goes in that direction, it goes in that direction. And then we got from Obed Laptop on Instagram, Al Davino Muggs Kilogram, unless I missed it. I had no idea. Muggs put out a new album with Al Davino. I don't know who Al Davino is. I'll be completely honest. Maybe I got to stop sleeping. But I got, no knowledge of who dude is. I do know who the fuck Muggs is, legendary producer. Cypress Hill. He's been doing a lot of shit for other people. He produced Conway the Machine's Lulu EP earlier this year, which was super dope. Conway, probably 2020's MVP. Gonna call it, not early, still got it, just under 2 months of 2020. Let's go on Facebook, see if anybody commented on Facebook on this post. Investigate where M&E got their backing. This is from Ernie Smith on Facebook. Investigate where M&E got their backing. If Twisted was as broke as they say when they left Psychopathic. Lots of speculation out there, would be good to get clarity. Well, according to Violent J, George is daddy's pockets, right? I don't know. I don't know where the fuck they get their backing. Do I do investigative journalism? Is that a word? Journalism? Yeah. I'm dumb as fuck. I'm not going to investigate that because I don't give a fuck where they get their money from. I don't give a fuck where ICP gets their money from. I don't give a shit where Strange Music gets their money from. I don't give a fuck where TDE, Griselda, anybody gets their money from. I really don't. I'm not going to investigate that. I appreciate the comment, but I just don't care. I'm not here to count people's pockets like that. The fuck? But, shout out to Ernie Smith for commenting on that. But I'm not going to investigate that. That's going to wrap it up for this week. It is a short episode. We're 36 minutes in. I apologize for the short episode, but it's kind of a throwback, right? When I used to do the half-hour podcast, and then I upped it up to an hour. Been riding that hour for a while now. I'm going to say a couple things before we bounce. Shout out to everybody that submitted something for me to talk about in the You Suggested thing. Maybe I'll make this a segment in the future episodes. I don't know. But if you haven't yet, go peep out that Ouija Macc Wasteland album. It is fucking fire. And Ill Bill's La Bella Medusa, that shit is fire as well. And I'm Rome Bone of the Beneath the Dirt podcast. And until next time, I'm out. Peace, y'all.